This is a news update. I'm Deborah Ezeh. First off, we begin from Libya. Residents of the capital, Tripoli, questioned the timing of the release of Saadi Gaddafi, a son of Libya's late dictator Muammar Gaddafi, who was overthrown and killed in the 2011 uprising, and praised the Libyan judiciary for basing his decision on justice and integrity. Saadi, the strongman's third son, now aged 47, was known for his playboy lifestyle and briefly played as a professional footballer in Italy. Moving on, rebels shot or hacked to death at least 30 people in a new massacre in northeastern DR Congo, locals and UN sources have said. Members of civil society blamed the Allied Democratic Forces, ADF, a group linked to the so-called Islamic State, for the attack in the province of Uturi. Don Malagai, acting chairman of the chiefdom of Walese Bonkutu, initially said 14 people died, but later said more bodies have been discovered in the bush and the toll could rise further. And we move to the Gambia, where the political party of former Gambian President Yahya Jammeh announced an alliance with the ruling party 3 months before the presidential election, casting doubt on the willingness to prosecute the former leader of alleged human rights violations. The Secretary General of Yahya Jammeh, APRC party, Babakari Tombok Jetta, told the news conference in Banjul that his party had reached an agreement with President Adama Barrow's National People's Party (NPP) to support him in the December 4th presidential elections. And we move to the Nigerian scene, where the new Minister of Power Abubakar Aliyu, during his official assumption of duties yesterday in Abuja, stated, "No, I am not a magician, but I am here to add value to what is being done." He charged head of parastatals and agencies under him to translate their titles into providing a constant electricity supply for the citizens. The minister urged the ministry staff to be dedicated to the task ahead, pointing out that he was in saddle to assist them to deliver their jobs. He assured the minister of their cooperation and redoubling of effort to make his stay worthwhile. More stories from the Nigerian scene. The Lagos State House of Assembly yesterday, in an accelerated reading, committed the bill on the state value-added tax (VAT) to the Committee on Finance and asked it to report back on Thursday after the bill scaled first and second reading. The House also treated for speedy reading the bill on open grazing before committing it to the Committee on Agriculture. Speaker of the House, Mudashiru Obasa, described the prohibition of open cattle grazing bill as time and one that would ensure harmonious relationship between herders and farmers and protect the environment of the state and the southwest region. On the foreign scene, Minister Boris Johnson planned to hike taxes to fund social care has provoked fury among many of his own lawmakers, who fear that such a clear violation of his election promises show he is happy to oversee a sweeping expansion of the state. After the fiscal plunge on the COVID-19 pandemic, Johnson is now addressing Britain's creaking social care system, whose costs will soar as the population ages while facing numerous other thorny policy matters. Johnson wants to raise the national insurance tax paid by working people to subsidize care for pensioners, including wealthy retirees. And moving on, Joe Biden will visit New York and New Jersey on Tuesday as the state reels from last week's deadly storms and lawmakers urge for fresh spending on stronger infrastructure to combat climate crisis. Shaken by haunting images of surging rivers, flooded roads and underground rail stations and tornado damage caused by the storm systems spawned by Hurricane Ida, bipartisan voices are vowing to upgrade the aging U.S. infrastructure network. The U.S. President granted disaster declaration on Monday for southern counties hard hit in New York and New Jersey. And in Asia Pacific, China wants to expand the scale of African agricultural products across its e-commerce platforms, according to a senior Chinese Foreign Ministry official. Wu Peng, Director General of the Ministry Department of African Affairs, said at a launch ceremony of African product online promoting season that China has never pursued trade surplus with Africa. He said that the online promotion will help African products, particularly agricultural products, gain more market shares in China. To coincide with the new China-African Cooperation Forum to be held in Senegal at the end of 2021, China will encourage e-commerce, particularly live streaming platforms, to promote the export of agricultural products from the continent to China, according to the government statement. And we move to the sporting, where Donny van de Beek has yet to show his quality on a consistent basis since moving to Manchester United in September 2020. Donny van de Beek has opened up on his relationship with Manchester United manager Ole Gunnar as he addressed speculation about his future at Old Trafford. Speaking to Rio Ferdinand 5 podcast, the 24-year-old insists he trusts Ole as he looks to kick on in his second season in England, following his €39 million deal from Ajax in September 2020. And finally, Mike Tyson fears being knocked out by his eternal rival Evander Holyfield, so won't accept another fight against him, says Thriller's Ryan Kavanagh. Tyson returned to the ring last year, then aged 54 for the first time in 15 years, to face fellow legend Boris Johnson Jr. in an exhibition bout. Holyfield, 58, is making a comeback on Saturday night at a week's notice by replacing Oscar de la Hoya, 48, in a fight against UFC great Vitor Belfort. And that's the news update. For more stories, visit our website on AFRICUNIA.TV, our social media platforms on Joint and Pangram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, and leave a comment on the comment section. Once again, I'm Deborah Ezeh. See you tomorrow.